Hello everyone and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator VR. Um last time we did the post Easter special and today is Memorial Day. Yay! So we're doing the Memorial Day special now. We're going to go to in there. Well, we could clean the skate park. I wonder if maybe in bonus jobs there is a no, I don't see gnome fountain. No. I guess we'll just do this. I was hoping maybe we could wash the statue or something in honor of Memorial Day, but I guess we'll do the skate park. It seems our little town is going up in the world. Buckingham's skate park has been chosen to host the next country championships. Oh, county championship. There's no R. Ordinarily, I leave the sullen type to roll around on their own filth, as is their wont. But it's getting in the papers and on TV. We can't have people seeing all the grime and funny writing. So I want you to hit it with everything you've got. Ahaha, yes. Let's do it. Probably gonna be a big job. Big job requires a big nozzle. Oh. Yes. Oh, there is quite a lot. I feel bad for anyone sitting like over here on the end. Most of their vision is going to be interrupted. Alright, why don't we start by just doing this section back here? Right, what do we need? We need... that's multi-purpose. Anyone ever explain to you what kind of compound they use for structures such as these? Skate parks? In general? Ooh. I want green. Give me back green. There we go. Hitting the wrong buttons. There. Yeah, we'll just go along. And we'll just clean all of this bit by bit as we get through. So, Memorial Day, yes. Memorial Day is a holiday in which we remember those who have served our country, either fallen in the line of duty or more than I let. Oh wait, those are cat prints. Cat prints. That's where the missing cat is? Look, goes this way. He's behind the ice cream van. Reveal your secrets, ice cream van. Or is it tacos? Looks like it might be tacos. I'd go for a taco. Yes, we have what looks like cat paw prints. I'll just clean those up, wash them away. Wash. Seems like the cat may have jumped down from over here. What do I think? Oh yes, Memorial Day. Memorial Day is great. It's a holiday, so a lot of people get it off for work and what have you. I don't get it off. I still have to work. Mainly because of how rainy it's been lately, and I need to make sure that I get all the work I need to get done before it gets too late in the season. It gets getting close to summer now. A lot of people consider Memorial Day as like the unofficial start to summer, but summer doesn't actually begin until towards the end of June. But yeah, it is now definitely warmer. The weather is nice. Be outside, go and do all the fun things. You don't have to worry about really wearing a sweater as much. Just very pleasant to be outside, which is good for me because I work outside. Clean. Is this all one piece, I wonder? Is it just going to count it all as one piece? I might be able to... I can't go down any further, so I really hope I can... Let's go like this. Like that. Yeah, because I cannot go any further. Okay. Washy like that. There we go. Need the more powerful stuff for this. So yes, a lot of times Memorial Day people will, you know, have like it like the day, like I said, it's kind of the unofficial beginning of summer. A lot of people have like their first big outdoor party, like a barbecue, pool party, what have you, on Memorial Day. And yeah, so you know, a lot of people will take time to, you know, invite friends over. Maybe there'll be some fireworks. Who knows? Definitely not as big as 4th of July, though. Am I any longer nozzle? There we go. Okay. Okay, the bench is it looking for me to clean under here? Because I cannot see that well in there. But we'll just back up and just try to clean our best. We'll keep an eye out. Or actually, you know what? I can check. There. Let's check the what have you? Gallery bench, 99% clean. Okay, so it does count it all as one piece. So it's 99% clean. So I have to clean just a little bit more before we are ready to do this. We're ready to finish with the bench. I honestly don't know. Like, I cannot get under that, but we can get in here, end here. Hey, there we go. That's what we were missing. So the bench is now clean. That's 5% of everything is now clean. So now we can get started. Do I have to clean? Hold on. Do I have to clean? Ooh, I have to go up here. We'll get a nice bird's eye view of everything. Up. Oh! Yeah, we have to clean the tops of these. They're clean. Thankfully, the outdoor of it, the other side of it, is not dirty. It's good. Clean. I knew this was going to be a big job. I can't go that way. No, I can't go that way. That makes sense. How far away can I clean from over here? Can I clean? Okay, that's the extent of how far I can clean with this thing. There we go. And clean up and down. This is metal. Any stubborn stains I need a solution for? Or no, it seems to be coming off pretty well. Yeah, it seems to be coming off pretty well, that. No need for the expensive cleaning solution unless we find some tough stains. And coming off pretty nicely. Yeah, I am curious as to what you, the listener, do in celebration of Memorial Day. If you in fact celebrate it at all. I know it's an American holiday, so if you're listening to this or watching this and you don't live in America, then, you know, I guess disregard this because you don't have to worry about Memorial Day. But if you do celebrate, if you live in the United States, in these United States of America, then I'm curious as to what do you do for your Memorial Day? Do you have it off? Do you still have to work? What? Ooh, okay, that's clean. Okay, so the bench is all one thing, but the walls are not. Okay. There's graffiti, dirt, grime, all manner of stuff. I feel like we could use a new coat of paint as well. These lines are a little bit blurry. No. Someone was trying to message me. We still got the purple. We're still rocking the purple. We swapped back over from the last time. We were doing the St. Patty's Day. No, it wasn't last time. St. Patty's Day was before that. We talked about Easter. Yes, because last time we did Wash Talk, it was the Easter holiday, or right after the Easter holiday. Washing. Yeah, this is very sad. Love doing a game like this in VR. It'd be nice if they had like the House Flipper. I think there is a House Flipper VR game. I'm not sure if it's any good. I've heard mixed things about like it's not good, like it's not real. Like, it hasn't translated over well. Which honestly, that seems a bit of a shame that it doesn't translate well because a game like that, that's perfect for VR. Perfect. Ooh. That symbol looks familiar. I think I've seen that before. I'm probably reusing graffiti from previous missions rather than make a whole brand new one. Little loading icon over there. That's about it. But yes, anyway, Memorial Day. If you have any kind of traditions, you have people over, you just kind of spend chilling, or if you work Memorial Day, I'm curious as to what you do for Memorial Day. Like I said, I have to work, but I don't have to work, but I should work because of how rainy it has been. Like it rained last week, it rained 3 days out of 5 that I normally work. And I was able to get a little bit done during those rainy days. Well, not on Thursday. Thursday was just like a complete wash. But Wednesday and Friday, I got a little bit done outside. Not a huge amount. I got a couple jobs. But yeah, I am planning on working tomorrow. I gotta, of course, check and see if there's anything going on at the clients. Make sure I'm not going to be interrupting them while I'm doing my work. But yeah, that'll be for tomorrow. I will have to, consider that as part of my due process when I work on a holiday. I have to make sure that it's like, I'm not going to be interrupting a barbecue or some other event that they are having because it is a holiday. Anyways, this dirt's coming off very nicely. It's the graffiti mostly that is a little bit more stubborn, but nothing we can handle. Nothing we can't handle. There's the expression. There's the expression. It's funny how a lot of expressions nowadays that are commonly used, like the expression "cat out of the bag." The cat's out of the bag. But that's a very interesting expression because you wonder just like what came about for that kind of expression to be common use. Now, my understanding is that, and I can't remember the exact dates, but in the olden days, they would have, pigs in, like little, like piglets in bags. and they would sell them, but you wouldn't necessarily know it was, you wouldn't necessarily open the bag up until you got home. But the one point, someone was selling cats instead of pigs in their bags. So someone actually, maybe they heard purring or meowing or what have you coming from inside the bag, so they decided to open it up there, and then the cat came out and was like, oh, cat's out of the bag, and yeah, people were not happy. Like, I wanted a pig, I didn't want a cat. But cats are great. I love cats. I have a cat, little Oscar. Oscar with a K. He's a cat. Cats are cats. And I like cats. Cats are great. But yeah, cat's out of the bag. Basically, just like, oh, the jig is up. The surprise. There's a cat in the bag, kind of thing. That's where the expression comes in. Or so I've heard. I cannot confirm or deny that is in fact where the expression comes from. That is simply what I've heard. So, and don't shoot the messenger, which is another interesting expression, which I actually don't know where that one comes from. Don't shoot the messenger. I mean, it seems reasonable. Just, someone, bringing you bad news, but it's not necessarily the one who, is the reason behind the bad news. He's just informing you, and then you shoot him. It just seems like, well, that seems like a waste. No, not that guy's fault. He's just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. That's reasonable. That's very reasonable. Going off on the tangent from Memorial Day. Memorial Day. Yes. I have known several people who have been in the service to varying degrees. Some of whom have made a career out of it, and some of you who have just gone and done, just 7 years or so out of boot camp and thinking, okay, that's it, I'm done. Good experience, but, I'm not going to make a career out of it. And, that is fair. The military is not for everyone. If you get an opportunity to leave because it's like, oh, it's not quite what I was, intending to do. I basically just did it for, various people do. Various people in the military for different reasons. Sometimes, people go into the military to help pay for college. That is fantastic. That the government does that, but not, like I said, not for everyone. I know a young man, actually from my church, who I've known since he was probably like that high from me. Young lad, although he is an adult now, who is going into the Marines. And it's good for him. Good for him. Not for me. I wouldn't necessarily want to go into the military. I don't think I have the right kind of, I don't know. I don't think I would do well in the military. I do not like getting up early in the morning. I don't like confrontation. So, military might not be best fit for someone like me. But you know what? There are other people who it's great for. They do very well. And, yes. So, yeah, have fun with it. Have fun with the military. And you make some great friends there, too. I have a friend, very close friend of mine, who is a longtime fan of the channel. He went into the Navy, became a nuclear engineer on, not a submarine, he was on an aircraft carrier. And he met a lot of good people that he is still friends with to this day, which is great. Meeting good people, forming close-knit bonds, and continuing to, after, I mean, when did he get out? I'm trying to remember when he got out of the Navy. It was in the late 2010s he got out of the Navy, I think. Was it late 2010s? Hold on, I'm trying to remember. He went in, I think he went in 11, and he did 17 years. Well, I think it may have been the late 2010s that he got out. Anyway, oops. I mean, how in heck do you make a slope out of concrete? I imagine they probably have like frames you can put together, then pour the concrete in, and once the concrete is hard, you just take the frame apart. That is going to be my guess, and that's how most buildings are made from concrete. Anyway, yes. So my friend was in the Navy, and he enjoyed his time in the Navy, but he didn't go back. He didn't renew his contract. Is that the word? I actually don't know. He decided to go into nursing. So he left the Navy. He got a job working as an electrical engineer until such a time when he was able to pursue a nursing degree, which he is now a nurse. He works at a hospital, although he works night shift, primarily, I believe. And the night shift can kind of mess up your sleep cycle quite a bit. You're used to sleeping during the day, and then you're working at night. I mean, I'm a night owl, but I would not like to work at night. I could not see that. When I was still working for my aunt, because I worked for my aunt for many years, doing basically what I do now, except I was an employee, not my boss, my own boss. I attempted to find work during the off-season, so primarily winter, and there was an opportunity I could take working as an overnight custodian, so a janitor, and I would essentially be by myself on the property, and it was a pretty great property. It was like a ski resort. This is during the winter, of course, so no one's gonna be skiing at night. So I would be there cleaning up alone, pretty much, except for maybe a handful of other people. But it's big enough, the building's big enough that you're not really going to see each other all the time. And just like I turned that down because I'm just like, no, thank you. First of all, gonna be overnight, which, like I said, messes up your sleeping a little bit too much for my taste. And also, I mean, I think I would have been pretty creeped out being in a big building like that, pretty much by myself at night. Yeah, it would have been kind of a little too creepy for me. But there are people who do it, and they can do it well. My friend who I mentioned does the night shift for hospital for nursing. Not so bad for him because, he's there with other people. There are other nurses and what have you. But I know that he's had several jobs before and after being in the Navy where he has worked essentially overnight. I think he was a security guard once, and then he was working at like a Home Depot in the warehouse overnight, or what warehouse? I don't remember. That kind of thing. That kind of thing, I feel like I am not suited for. I like doing things at night, but mainly in the comfort of my own home. Like, night owl. Essentially, yeah, night owl. I would describe myself as this. But yeah, I would much prefer to work in the day, which is fortuitous because that's basically what my job entails. Work. You can't really garden or mow the lawn at night. It would be a little bit difficult to see things. Unless you had a headlamp or maybe some night vision goggles. Oh, look at that. That'll be interesting to clean. Certainly. Ah, there's still some more dirt over here. Go get that. Oh, go down here. Come here. You. Come here. There we go. There. Up we go. And top of these. Yes, I have known several people who have gone into the service. Oops. And my grandfather actually in the service as well. He was actually in I believe World War II. Although I could be wrong about that. Yeah, World War II. Definitely World War II, because my dad was born after World War II. He had gotten home. Yeah, but yeah, none of my other, no other of our family has been in military, I believe, since then. Unless I am misremembering. I don't believe anyone else has. At least not in our immediate family. I think Grandpa might have been the last one. Not sure if I ever actually met him. I think he may have died before I was born. Yeah, I remember my grandmother, although I was, how old was I when she passed? She passed in 03? Yeah, she passed in 03, so I was fairly young. Although not too young. I'm doing 1 star. We're 26% of the way clean. So we've got over a quarter done of cleaning. And I think this is a good strategy. Just going around, we'll wash the walls, and then we'll, once all the walls are done, we'll go all the way around. In fact, I might just do this right here. Oh, there we go. We'll do this here and move on along the walls with our spray. But yes, Memorial Day. Go out and celebrate your freedom, thanks to all of the men and women who have done their part serving our country. And if you personally have or are serving our country, then, you know, I salute you, sir or madam, for basically taking your time, you know, making my life safer because of, you know, your contribution to our country. Anyway, clean all this. Gotta get it all nice and shiny for Memorial Day. Not sure I'm going to be able to do the entirety of the skate park. Might be a little bit too much. Up we go. Ooh. Down we go. Look at me, I'm what is it? Grinding on the rail? Woo! On my skateboard. I'm on a skateboard, but I'm just doing it on my feet, on my boots, work boots. Grinding on the rail. Yep, so it is the end of May. June will be coming. Warmer weather is on the horizon. Summer is on the horizon. And, yeah, so I may have time to do more, as normally things are not quite as... there I am again, on the rail. Woo! Things are not quite as busy for the gardener during summer. You know, normally spring and fall are the busy times of year. planting and cleanup and mulching and all that. But yeah, ooh, going straight up the side of it. So look forward to that. There'll be maybe some more videos. I did get a game recently that I'm excited for. Haven't started playing it yet because I still have, well, Sushi Ben is over. Sushi Ben was a great time. Sushi Ben was great. Fun game. I was expecting it to be kind of a, I was expecting it to be kind of just a, more like one of those visual novel things where you just go through, talk to people, and progress the story that way. But there was actual gameplay, mini games. There was fun things you can do like fishing and the ping pong, catching things with the net, archery. There's all manner of cool stuff that you could actually do in it that separated from, you know, your classic visual novel. But yeah, it was a great time. I had a fun time with it, and it looks like there's more content coming at some point. So that is something to look forward to for later. But yes, we gotta finish. We're done with that, but I started it for May 4th, for, you know, May the 4th be with you, which was earlier in May. The Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge game, which I am also enjoying. A bit more action in that game, you know, shooty, blasty, explodey, that kind of thing. And they get to use a lightsaber, which is great. I mean, using a lightsaber in any game is a lot of fun, but in VR, you're actually holding it, you're going, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Wash. Clean you up. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to clean. That, what do you call it? I'm trying to snap my fingers, but I can't snap it when I'm holding the controller. Try to go like this. What are they called? The loops. I don't know what they're called. I'm drawing a blank. Oh well, I'm sure I will remember once this video is over what they're called. Loop-de-loop. The loop-de-loop. Get a bit further with that. Okay. That right from over here. So I guess there is a mode in this game, like a challenge mode, where you can, you know, have an X amount of water to use, and the objective is basically just to clean it using, you know, as little water as possible, and then you know, try against your best score and what have you, see if you can do better, anything like that. Honestly, I don't know about that. I mean, it makes sense not to do that for the story, because then you're not, I mean, this game is, you know, just kind of relax and watch things. And I understand the challenge mode. I did say, one of the previous videos that, like, oh, it'd be interesting if you had X amount of water. And then when you run out, that's basically it. But I'm not so sure about it anymore, because then you'll have, if you're playing this game just to kind of chill and relax, then you have to be worried about, it's like, oh, am I running out of water? I need to check and see how much water I have left in the tank. And it's like, oh, I'm out of water. I have to go and buy more water. It's like, that just takes me out of it. You have to buy some solutions and what have you for, some of the what is it called, the soap nozzle. You have to buy some solutions for that, but You know, that stuff is optional. You don't have to buy that if you don't want to. Okay, all right. You guys ready? Watch this. This will be fun. All right. Wow. And up, grind. Wah. And then back. Don't have a skateboard. Need cool some sound effects. Need like a sound effects board. Ooh, I'm going up the ladder. Wah. Actually, I should have done it from up here with no skateboard. It's like, whoa. But you know what? Better idea. Take this away. I'll just drop them. Ooh, my legs! Anyway. It is very dirty. We'll get it done. We'll get it clean. And, yeah, hopefully they'll keep it clean. They'll keep it clean. If not, they'll have to call me back. Then I can get to do this all over again. Or they pay me good money for it, I guess. Shouldn't complain. %35 done. Yeah. Wash the tops. Get all that grime and grease and dirt away. Dirt on the edge. So what else? Oh yes, I have that other game I'm currently playing, the tiny archers, and the tower defense thing with the goblins and the orcs and what have you, which I have also been enjoying. Although the last video I did for it, I was probably the most hectic of all because you have to keep track of so many other things. It's like, oh, there's explodey boys, bringing bombs, and then there's guys tunneling up the out of the ground, throwing grenades at you. You have to keep an eye out for, and it's just like there's so much to keep track of now. But I also have a lot of other stuff unlocked, like the explosive arrow. The explosive arrow costs quite a bit though, but you can always go back and grind for more mooney if you want to. More mooney. Even show me the mooney. But yeah, I gotta finish that one too. Maybe I'll finish that one in another video. I think we only have 6 missions left of that one, so I might be able to finish that one, and then we can switch over to this other game that I'm very excited about that I recently picked up. And yeah, look forward. There's gonna be maybe a few more like one-shot videos coming. There's a couple games that have not early access, the free trial, like I did Sweet Surrender, and there was another game I did. I'm trying to remember what it was that I did it was the Tool game I did for the Worship of Tool Day. That was also a free trial that I did. But let me grab my from over there. There we go. Over here. That was also a free trial for a game. And yeah, there'll be some fun more games coming this summer that I've been kind of sitting on and waiting for the right opportunity, including something I'm very excited for is a return of an old game that I had on the channel over a year ago that I have finished already, but I unlocked a bunch of cool stuff for that we looked at briefly on the videos, but I didn't really do much with them. I thought, what would be fun? A revisit of that game where I use all the unlock stuff and just go back through the whole game with that stuff unlocked. I thought that might be fun and cool. And you know what? It's my channel, so I can do whatever I want with it. Alright, a darn thing you can do, except not watch. But, you know, I mean, so I'm doing this amateurishly, so if you watch it or not watch it, it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't really affect me a huge amount. But if you do watch my videos and you have liked them, but you haven't liked them, like the video, I mean, like it, but not like it, you know, like the like button. Like if you like it, I'm trying to think about what's the best way to put this in the words. Oops. Hey there, I've got one heck of a filthy sidecar. If you can fit us in, I can run it up to you if that helps. Sue Berry. Sue Berry! A little bit busy right now. There's one thing I know about concrete, that it likes to be as flat as possible. But I'm trying to say that if you enjoy my videos and don't hit the like button, then what's really the point? You know, I know there are, you know, some people who kind of watch them and they have auto playing like in the background or what have you. But you know, take an opportunity from video to video. If you have enjoyed, just hit the like button. It lets me know that you have liked it. Unless you actually tell me you liked it in the comments. And if you don't comment, then, you know, I mean, if you don't comment and you don't like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to tell if you have enjoyed the videos. But again, I'm doing this amateurishly. So it's not like I'm worried about how well the video is doing and as far as, you know, for monetary gain. It's like, I don't. I'm just doing this for fun. I am recording and throwing it out into the void of YouTube. And if someone watches it and has a fun time, enjoys it, then, you know what? I have brightened someone's day. That is not a bad thing. I don't even think they show ads for these videos either, so that's one upside. Don't have to worry about an ad playing every 5 minutes. I mean, seriously, it seems like I watch a video that is less than 10 minutes and I see 2 ads. Not just at the beginning and at the end. I see, you know, the normal ad at the beginning, and then they show me 2 ads during the actual video. And just like, it's less than a 10-minute video. Why are you showing me 2 ads? Because they can. Because YouTube are a bunch of money-grubbing. I'm not going to say it because this is YouTube and they control it, so I probably should not. Although they're not paying me. They aren't paying me. Why am I concerned with what YouTube thinks maybe make my videos now? Well, again, not being paid, so who cares? Yeah, I think it is very annoying. And the whole just like, oh, you know, fewer ads for longer videos, but the ads are like, you know, 90 plus seconds, and just like, no, just give me the regular ads, because then I can skip them faster. I don't have to sit and wait around before I can hit the skip button. Because, you know, certainly I'm hitting that skip button as soon as I can. That's probably what they're, you know, meaning from the ads. I also don't think that is the case for the longer videos. I think they're just BSing you. I think that there is, in fact, I think that it's not fewer ads. I think they've just spaced them a bit so that it just seems like there's fewer ads. It seems like there's still quite a few ads on a longer video that I watch and listen to. Speaking of, you know, long videos that I watch, I have really been enjoying watching the videos, YouTube videos for like Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen, Hotel Hell. all those videos. Those are fun because a lot of times they splice them together into different like cuts, which is great. I definitely enjoy it. Ooh, 45% done. Okay, we've done all the walls. We've done the walls. Let's just confirm that we've done the walls. Let's see. Have we in fact upper floors, walls? 99%. We've missed one of the walls is not clean. No, two of the walls is not clean. Where? Ooh. Okay, so this wall over here still has some dirt on it. Ooh. Let's grab that. Grab that and put that over here. Oh, come on. Come on. Get over here. You the fools. There we go. Aha. I completely missed this part of it. There we go. Now tell me that the, walls are clean. All the walls are done. The walls have been scrubbed and cleaned. So now all we have to do is this. You know what? Let's do this arch. This arch should be fun. We'll go up, and we'll go down. Up, down, up, down. Like the Elroy elevator. Who knows that reference? Is it the, no, it's the Elroy. Elroy. From, Jetsons. The Jetsons. What's that movie that they did? The Jetsons movie. That's where that Elroy elevator comes from. Oh, my arm! Why is my arm up there? I forget what that movie was called. It was the movie that was, let's see, they were mining an asteroid, but there were actually creatures living on the asteroid who were, trying to sabotage the mining equipment. And, yeah, I remember watching that a long time ago as a kid. That was a fun little movie. They don't do cartoons like they used to. The Jetsons, the Flintstones, all those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Scooby-Doo just keeps getting new series. They just keep on churning those out. Not so much the Flintstones or the Jetsons. There have been, cameos and references to them, but not really, new content specifically for them. Fun fact about the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, all the characters had some kind of neck accessory, be it like a scarf, or a collar, a necklace. That was essentially to cover up the head movements. So the issue was having animating like the head and neck easier because were covering up and have to worry about making it look natural because they had the neck accessory that was covering up the movement, which is very clever if you ask me. Work smarter, not harder. That is exceptionally useful. Alright, this side is done. Time to move on to the other side. Little spots here and there, but oop. Give me that. Yeah, there's all this dirt here. You don't have to make it too clean, because if I get... Yep, there we go. It's done. Get enough of it cleaned and it will clean itself. Right, let us go up here and clean this floor. Clean this floor right here, back and forth. Yeah. Can I get away with doing this? Yeah, it seems pretty doable. The green works out pretty well for this. Just move back and forth. Just hold my controller steady and just use the thumbstick. Like playing the actual 2D game. Just holding the mouse still and just moving up and down with the arrows. Is it clean? Back and forth. I mean, you know, not thinking back to I was talking about the military is not for everyone. I have heard plenty of horror stories involving the military practices, and all that. There's a guy that I listen to, does a podcast who talks about his experience in the military and how he absolutely regrets it and recommends that no one goes into the military unless, of course, they are well and truly prepared for potentially being in absolute horror show, because he has all these great stories about his time being in, I think it was Fort Polk, and how awful it was, how incompetent the brass were, the officers and what have you, command, and all these fun stories about it. And just like, yeah, listening to that makes me not want to join the military. Well, I didn't want to join the military already, but it makes me not want to join it even more. So job done, I guess. But he does say that he can't speak for everyone's experience, but his experience was terrible. And I do know some people who've had pretty good experiences, but sometimes you just get a bad hand as far as where you're stationed, or the kind of people that are in charge. I don't know. There's some very interesting ones that he has described and talked about. I do highly recommend checking out his YouTube channel as well. Zach Hazard. Yes, another Zach. Another Zach. The Zach that went into the military instead of me. But yes, he also plays some games. He plays games with another ex-military guy who we've been fairly good friends. Mike Burnfire. Highly recommend them. It's a great. They do great fun playing games and what have you. They do a series, a Fallout New Vegas co-op, which Fallout New Vegas isn't necessarily co-op. But I think there's like mods out there and what have you. You can basically make it co-op, changing the code, what have you. But I'm hesitant to mod Fallout New Vegas because Fallout New Vegas is already held together with bits of string. So I'd be hesitant to really do that. But you know what? I mean, pretty fun watching them do it. And there are some games that it's just like, oh, this game would be perfect for co-op. Then there are some games that I'm just like, I'm not sure this needs to be co-op. I think a great co-op game would have been Subnautica. But then, you wouldn't have felt the loneliness and emptiness of the world that you do in Subnautica. I think the new Subnautica coming out soon, the Subnautica 2, they had Subnautica Below Zero, which I don't think was as good. It was still fun, but it wasn't as good as the original Subnautica. That was all right. But Subnautica 2 coming out is going to have a co-op feature, which will be cool. Co-op will be cool. Cool co-op. Ooh, all right. Yes, we still have all of that to do. One bit at a time. Rome wasn't washed in a day. Rome was definitely not washed in a day. Although who knows if it needed to be washed. I think they were pretty sanitary, the Romans. They had their public baths and their aqueducts and their sewer systems and all of that. It's amazing to me thinking about how advanced the Romans were, and then we get to like the medieval times, and it feels like we've gone back a bit. We've gone back, like throwing waste out into the street, and not really disposing of dead things properly, causing spraying of disease and all that. Like big part of the reason why the Black Death spread so fast as it was is because improper burial. And basically they didn't really deal with the festering, decaying bodies, so disease just kind of was not good at all. They had to play doctors who had the masks, and they stuffed like straw and herbs or what have you into their masks, basically to be like, okay, if we stuff all this thing and we can't smell it, then it'll filter out the bad smells and we won't get infected. It's like, come on, dude, that's not how diseases work. You can't just be like, oh, well, if I don't smell, the scent is what's causing the disease, so if I can't smell it, then I won't be able to get the disease. Well, I mean, you still get the disease, you just won't smell, as bad, I guess. Man. Of course, didn't have the technology that we have today. Even with the technology we have today, people still get ill and they die. It's so many things that just happen, so many variables that a lot of times it doesn't matter that we have all this advanced technology. Sometimes you just can't save them. Like cancer. There's no cure for cancer other than cutting out what is cancerous and hoping that the cancer cells haven't infected other parts of the body before you cut that part out. But sometimes, you can't cut out what is cancer. If you have bone cancer, well, what you're going to do, remove the bone? Well, you probably could remove the bone. I'm just not sure how pleasant that would be. You get a bone transplant? Bone transplant? Is that a thing? I actually don't know. I'd be interested to hearing if that is in fact a thing or not. If someone could tell me in the comments if bone transplants are a thing. They got organ transplants, and are bones organs? I mean, I know your skin's an organ. You get skin transplants, but there's little bits of it. Like, you don't get the whole, like, you don't take, when you get a skin transplant, you don't remove someone's whole skin. At least I don't think you do. I've never actually seen this, so I wouldn't actually know. Do they? I feel like that would be good. Taking someone's whole skin if someone just needs just a small transplant. Interesting. Anyway, organs are very valuable. Whoop. Blowing the woohoo! Where you go? Organs are very valuable. That's why there's a black market organs. There's black market organs, and I'm trying to formulate the words that I'm trying to think of. Yeah, basically not good. You know, people stealing other people's organs, like their kidneys or what have you, and leaving them for dead, or you know, in a bathtub full of ice. It's not good. It's not good at all. Like, I need those organs. I need my organs. Like, yes, but our client needs organs more, and he's paying us money. So, can you pay us money? I can give you my stamp collection. Yeah, no, we're taking our liver. Goodness. I mean, that's the world we live in. People are just money-hungry monsters, and they'll basically do anything they can to earn more of that money. Even that means, you know, destroying the life of someone else. Man, I made myself depressed now. I probably shouldn't have started talking about organs. That's probably a bad idea. I just start talking about organs. Start talking about Rome being washed in a day. Then it moved on to diseases. Then it moved on to organs. That's just how it goes. That's how the rabbit hole goes. Just, you know, filters down into that kind of conversation. My nose itches. Is your nose an organ? Inquiring mind. Our noses are organs. My brain's trying to think about different things right now. I will try to get back to the commentary. I think what else we can talk about. We've talked about the games that I've been playing. There's like the Tiny Archers and Sushi Ben. I got the Star Wars game I'm also playing. Oh yes, I should say that I went to PAX recently this month with my brother, sister-in-law. Actually, my mom went. My mom went for the first time. She had a fantastic time. She only went for one day. And now she wants to go. She wants to go all 4 days next year. So she's caught the PAX plague, as it were. Well, not the PAX plague, but you know, the wanderlust for going to PAX, which I caught back when I first went years ago with my brother. And I think I only went for 1 or 2 days. I think actually back then it was only 3 days that they had PAX. And they changed it to 4 days because it was so popular. But yes, she has essentially caught the fever. So next year we'll have to figure out accommodations rather than just drive into Boston every single day and have to figure out, like, oh, let's find a hotel or an Airbnb or something like that. This past year, we went camping. It was late enough in the season, because it was in May. And it's usually closer to February or March. So it was nice for it to be this late in the season. We were actually able to go camping. So I went and parked the RV at the campground, took the train in, to Boston and walked around all day. It was fun. It was a good time. Definitely enjoyable. Definitely recommend to anyone who enjoys that kind of thing. I mean, my mom and I are both extroverts, so we definitely get a great time from, you know, people, the sound, the excitement, all that good stuff. It's interesting though that the majority of the demographic, I feel like, for PAX is in fact introverts, and there are usually a lot of people there. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know, just like, there's so many people here at this convention. Ooh, going up the ladder. I wonder how many of them are feeling really uncomfortable being here around all these people, but go anyway because, you know, it's just like Nerd City, a utopia. They do have places at PAX for, you know, anyone who is feeling overwhelmed. There are quiet places you can go and sit and relax, which is good. It's very good. All right, how are we doing? 76%. All right, very good. I'll just clean up some of these ramps here, and then I'll go and I'll just do the floors. Wonder how much longer I have on. Oh, I actually don't know how much longer I have on for recording. I don't know how long I've been recording actually. I've been recording for a while, but yeah, without actually like stopping the video, I don't know how long it has been. I think it's have like a timer or something. I can just check and look and be like, oh, I've been recording for an hour. Because once I start playing and I get into it, and especially with this, and talk, lose track of time. It is what it is. Woohoo! Just how it goes sometimes. You sit down and play a game, and before you know it, 4 hours have passed. You're like, oh, I need to go to bed. I don't think I have to go to bed yet. I mean, I think it's still pretty early in the day. I'm actually not recording this on Memorial Day because I have to go to work on Memorial Day. So, but I did record this for Memorial Day, which is what counts. Anyway, we'll get as much of this done as we can, and then yes, we can. If we have to finish next video, we'll finish. If not, then we shall, you know, carry on, as it were. Keep calm and carry on. Wash on. Calm and wash on. That's how it has to be. Oh yes, I should also say that the friend of the show, I think I've said his name before, Burbear, he has another podcast released, I think, last week, that I was in. I went and visited him up in what he refers to as the hinterland, where it's actually Vermont. Not sure if he understands what the definition of hinterlands is, but yes, it's a good one. It's a very good one. I have listened to it multiple times at this point. It is probably one of my absolute favorite ones that he has done so far, and I highly recommend a look. Ooh, say, did that wash of yours work on hedges? If the power is high enough, yes, it will most certainly wash hedges. Is that what you're talking about? Washing hedges? Or are you talking about trimming hedges? I'm not sure you want to use a power washer to trim hedges, but I can recommend a good gardener. Flexible hours, reasonable pay, and he likes cats. Alright. We are getting close to being done. When I first started this skate park, it was a very daunting task. It looked like so much, but you just kind of tackle it piece by piece, and it's not so bad. You know, just come up with a game plan for how to tackle it, and little by little, you get it done, And yeah, it's going well. It's going well. We'll get this last ramp thing done, and then we'll have to just wash the floor, and that'll be it. Washing this whole floor is going to be a little bit tedious, though. But we'll get it done. We'll get it done, and it will be good. I'm going to like to play this game co-op, but I don't know anyone else who owns this game in VR. So I would like to play online with people that I know. That'd be fun. I wonder if Leviathan still uses his headset. He was a guest on one of my videos. I think one of my Demio videos. He was a guest on. Put that over there. Ah, you. I see you right here. Right there. There we go. All right. You get over there. All right, we have to do this entirety of the floor now. We'll put this into maximum spread, and we'll just kind of go over it in like little sections. I've already done a little bit of it already, so it won't be too bad, I think. We'll get it done, and that will be it, I think, for this video. Unless my battery is going to run out, which it happened at the when I was doing the fire station. I was just in the process of doing the last bit of the roof, and the video and my headset was like, oh, dying now. I'm just like, oh, okay, gotta wrap this up before it actually just completely turned off on me. But it's good. It gives us a pretty decent warning. It's like 15% battery, which is, you know, plenty of time to wrap up and then, you know, do the outro and stop recording, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's going pretty well. So yeah, I think the wide nozzle was a good idea. And just go up and down. And up and down. That loading symbol again. 86%, sorry. 86%. If I have this like here, I can keep track of it in real time when it turns to 87. Ha 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 ha. Maybe the next video, we have a number of vehicles to do. Maybe the next video will be just all vehicles. All vehicle section. That might be fun. Just do all vehicles all the time. I'm not sure why they don't just take the vehicles to a car wash. I feel like a car wash is, you know, would be a reasonable thing. Oh, there we go, 87. Would be a reasonable thing for, you know, a vehicle. Whatever. I'm not complaining. It's money in my pocket. So, you know. No complaining at all. Get up. And down. Get up. And down. Like reverse painting. Just magically erase all this dirt. Like, I know I've said this before, but it's just like, where's the dirt going? I feel like just magically removing all this dirt with my Mystic water cannon. Marvelous. Marvelous. 89. Ooh, okay. Almost to 90. Back and forth. Yeah. But yes, if you have had any highlights from this past month, you know, share it in the comments, be it, you know, from the actual videos, or maybe from this video. Just share what fun experience that you've had with this channel, or what have you. It's I always appreciate hearing from my viewers, my fans. Do I have any fans? I'm not sure if I have any fans. Just viewers, probably. Just come on and watch me do ridiculous things, say ridiculous things as I slowly but surely wash the dirt away. Wash away the dirt, clean it from the world. I mean, that's a pretty big spread, honestly. That's not bad. The further away it gets, though, the less power it has, which is unfortunate. But that makes sense. It makes a whole heaping lot of sense. 92%. I gotta put my arm down now. My arm's getting tired. This arm, not so much. This arm is doing alright. So I have been rewatching, I should say, Attack on Titan with a friend of mine, who is also a friend of the channel. And I gotta say, I'm glad I'm rewatching it. There is so much that I missed in my first viewing that I'm picking up in the second viewing. That series is so clever, very clever. Especially when you know the ending, then you realize like a lot of a lot of things make more sense now that you have the context of the whole series. For those of you who don't know, Attack on Titan is an anime that was released, I think, back in, was it 2013, 2014, around there. So it's a little over a decade old, and it's about humans living in a walled, well, not city, it's several cities, but it's a walled country that is under siege by these creatures called Titans that are, look like giant humans who eat people. And the mystery is just like, they appeared 100 years ago and no one knows where they came from. And a big part of the mystery is figuring out where they came from, but if you go outside the walls, you're liable to get eaten. So our heroes join the Scout Regiment, which is one of the three military factions, forces in the city, kind of like we have, Navy, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army. So they have, they're the interior police, there's the wall guard, and there's the scouts. The scouts are ones that go out and, investigate the world, but they don't really get very far because there are Titans everywhere and they eat them. But yes, highly recommend, if you haven't watched it, to go out and watch it. And if you have watched it, then yes, you know what I know. I hope you have. Well, unless you haven't watched the full thing, but if you have watched the full thing, then yes, you know what I know. No spoilers, of course. Don't be posting any spoilers in the comments. Can't be having it ruined for those who haven't seen it, because it's so interesting. It's such a good series. I remember it creeping me out, though, that series. It was, all the huge Titan monsters and looking like humans, and they have like exaggerated expressions. It was very creepy, very creepy. But yeah, watching it and then rewatching it with my friend, I definitely appreciate it a lot more. I actually started rewatching it with him before it actually even ended, and I believe it ended back in 2023. And I started watching it with him. I think it might have been in what was it, in 2020? I forget when I started watching it with him, but we've been watching it together for a fair few years now, and he enjoys it, although he is constantly like, you know, he's like, well, I wanted to find out what happens next, and just like, well, it's getting late, and we've already watched, 5 episodes, so it's like, one more. It's like, okay, one more. All right. 99% clean. What am I missing? We're missing railings. No, not railings. Rails. Rails? No, rails. So one of the rails is not clean. I'll use the button. Oops, not this button. Here we go. You know what else I've been enjoying watching recently just by myself? Doctor Who. The newer Doctor Who. Well, not the brand new... well... It's funny because there's the old Doctor Who from years ago, and then there's the newer Doctor Who, which is recent, I think only like within the past 15 years. And then there's the new Doctor Who that is on Disney. I have been watching the new Doctor Who from like last decade on Hulu, which I have been enjoying. Is this still dirty? I didn't see it go ting, which is making me think it's still here. There's so little on here, isn't there? Oh, here we go. Okay. Not that. What else we got? We have another rail. So where is this rail that's still dirty? Ah, here we go. Hey, job complete. Excellent. Very good, very good. Open the tablet to continue. We got it all done. We got it all done. Very good. I wasn't expecting it done, the entire thing done this video, but I'm happy. Are you happy? Oh, yeah, that's satisfying. Just going around. Oh. Oh, yeah. Show me again. That's right there at the most satisfying part of the whole game right there. Great job, Dirt Finder. Scrubbed up kinda neat, didn't it? Beats me how you do it all with just a jet of angry water. I wouldn't say it's angry. Not all, that folks seem grateful. All I'm getting so far is gas from the baggy pants brigade, complaining that it don't look sick no more, which was surely the point. Okay, continue. Alright, yes, the next time looks like we only have 3 vehicles. So yeah, I guess we'll do that next time. Complete. We have done all of these jobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've done 13 jobs so far. Very, very cool. So yes, next time we shall do... Nothing in progress. No. Next time we'll do these videos. But hopefully you have enjoyed. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!